Hi y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you've never seen one of my videos before. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips for making mom friends. And if you are a mom, you probably know why I'm making this video. I know it might seem like a little bit of an awkward topic. I love to delve into the awkward, but also it's just one of those things to where it seems so natural to make friends throughout your life, but then whenever you're in a position with a new baby, for some reason it seems difficult again, especially if you're a stay-at-home mama. So you might be in the position where you've been in the bubble with your new little baby and your family, and you're just now leaving that, and so it's a little bit uncomfortable. Or maybe you're in the position to where you've had your baby for a while and you've been doing your thing and hanging out with your friends and your family and going about with your baby, but you haven't been able to make friends that are mamas yet, and you don't know where to look, or whatever it may be. So a lot of the times it can feel like going back to kindergarten and walking into a room and trying to make friends, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. So I just wanted to share 5 tips with you for making mom friends. Just, you know, learning from my trial and error, and it just seemed like something that I feel like would have been such a big help to me with my little one. So I just kind of wanted to share what I've learned so far. My little one's 1, so you know, you kind of make their friends for them at that point, and so that's part of the reason why you gotta go out and make mom friends. So basically, I'm just going to share the 5 tips that I've come up with so far for making mom friends, and I feel like I've made some pretty great ones so far, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So if you end up liking this video, like it, subscribe. If you have any tips for the rest of us, including myself, please drop them down below. I'm always looking for new places to go, new places to meet mamas, and to make friends for Bug, or his name's Ezra, but I call him Bug. So just feel free to drop any of those tips down below, and then we'll just jump right into the mom tips that I have for you guys. So tip number 1 for y'all would be to wait until you're ready. So every single mama is different. Some moms are like out there the first 2 weeks with their baby, going to Target, hashtag first Target shop. I don't know if that's the thing, but you know, some of them are out there doing that and they've already got their makeup on and whatever. And that's great. There's also moms like me who had a hard time and like just, you know, wanted to have some time with their baby before they went out, and maybe it was just a little bit more stressful for us, or just a little bit different. So, you know, everyone has their own timing and their own pace and stuff. So just keep that in mind. Don't feel like if you're the one who's already out there with your baby that you're doing wrong because you don't see other mamas doing that, because man, you just have it together, and that's awesome. And also don't feel bad if it takes you a little bit of time to get to that point to go out and meet people and do things, because that's perfectly normal too, especially if it's the case of it being your first one. It can be really overwhelming to do those things. So don't feel bad about that. Take things at your own pace, and just, there's gonna be people out there to make friends with. Don't feel bad, don't feel rushed and everything like that. And just kind of along with that, it's not like a whole separate point, but just kind of realize that everyone's in the same boat. If you don't feel like you look your best, or you feel like you're still having a hard time juggling the little one and doing things at the same time, or whatever it may be, or that you're tired, just know that we're all in the same boat. So I mean, hopefully, like, at least in my experience, no one's gonna be looking at you thinking, oh my gosh, like she doesn't even have makeup on, or oh my goodness, she's, you know, having to stop the conversation every 5 seconds because her little one's spitting up or doing something. So just don't feel awkward about that. We're all in the same boat. It's all good. So yeah.
The second tip would be to know where to go. So know places that you can go to hang out. It's a lot easier to, you know, strike up a conversation and invite someone to go somewhere with you than it is to like just meet someone and then just hope you see them there again. So if you know where to go in your area, then you can just invite them to go there with you, or say, hey, we go here all the time. And it helps because you're giving them suggestions of places they can go with their little one, but also like it's like opening an invitation for you guys to go together, which is really nice. And we've had a few play dates like that that are really cool. And to be honest, at first I didn't really know exactly where to go either, so I had to do a lot of research. So I'll pop the blog post I put up today down below so that you can see some of the places in our area, and I bet there's similar places in yours too. So There you go. Tip number 3 is to be flexible. So we just went all the way to the library, got ready and everything, and it was closed. So I saw some texts from some of the other mamas that I meet there, and they were like, okay, we're gonna go to the park that's nearby. So I drive over to the park that's nearby, and as I'm getting out, they're screaming at me and they're like, Alice, no, actually there's rocks all over the playground, which isn't great for babies and toddlers. So we're gonna go to Mount Playmore. So now I'm headed over to Mount Playmore and stopping at Chick-fil-A to get myself some much needed breakfast on the way. So just stay flexible, y'all. So tip number 4 would be to be you, because I was talking to a mom friend today while we were having a play date, and we were just talking about, you know, like how we met each other and how she went home and she told her husband, like, oh my gosh, I met some Christian moms at playtime today. And I thought it was really interesting because I remember being super excited to meet her too. And I actually remember going home and being a little bit nervous because I told one of the moms that I would pray for her about a certain situation. And I found that really interesting. And had I not been myself, maybe things would have turned out differently in that situation. And so I think that it's just super important to realize that, wow, you can see my messy pantry, realize that if you're yourself, you're going to find people who are like you, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You want to find people who are like-minded, maybe with certain parts of their parenting or with their faith or whatever. So just be yourself and know that you will make friends that way, and you'll make the best kind of friends that way because they'll fall in love with the person that you actually are. So I know it sounds cheesy, but I think that's definitely a tip that should be on here because I know that making new mom friends can be kind of nervous, or nerve-wracking. See, I can't even talk. So tip number 5 is to remember that your baby always comes first. So since you're making mom friends, they're gonna know what it's like if your baby's sick, if you've just had it and you're about to lose your mind because it's just a crazy day and you just can't make it to something. So they're totally gonna understand that, and they're still gonna be there for you after that. So if you have to cancel plans because of your little one, don't feel guilty. They're probably going to do it too at some point. So just keep that in mind and don't beat yourself up too much about it. Don't drag your kiddo out if they're not feeling well because you feel obligated and you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, because at the end of the day, they'll definitely understand.
So I hope you enjoyed all these tips for making mom friends. If you have any of your own, please drop them down below. I could definitely use them. I'm sure that there are other people who could too. And just remember that if you liked this video, to like it and to subscribe, and I'd really appreciate that. And you know, you want to hang out with me more, right? So have a great day. See you later, y'all.